Good morning, good morning, good morning, good morning. Welcome to Habari Live, another week in the news. I'm going to let you guys get some information on what's going on this week, this past week. We should have a special guest coming in through in a few moments. But we want to go ahead and get the show started. So what's up, Aisha? How was your week?
It was pretty good. It was pretty good. It was busy, but good, productive.
Yeah. Nothing major, big this week. It was kind of a slow week in the. All right. We'll start that over. Episode 7 of Habari Live. Let's get this going this week. We're going to start off with some news in the Supreme Court that's going to allow challenge it to Texas abortion law, but leaves the law in effect.
Really?
Definitely. The law, which bans most abortions after about 6 weeks of pregnancy, was drafted to evade review in federal court and has been in effect since September. The Supreme Court ruled on Friday that abortion providers in Texas can challenge a state law banning most abortions after 6 weeks, allowing them to sue at least some state officials in federal court despite the procedural hurdles imposed by the law's unusual structure. But the Supreme Court refused to block the law in the meantime, saying that the lower court should consider the matter. It's pretty ridiculous that in 2021 that we're still fighting over abortion. The law was pretty ridiculous that Texas put in place. All the problems that we're facing as a country, and this is what we're fighting. It's pretty ridiculous, man, and it's kind of scary if you want to know the truth, because you think we're past these things. The woman's reproductive system should be her choice and up to her. It should be her matter, a matter between the doctor and her, what she wants to do and what's best for her. So I don't understand why we're fighting this or what we're doing. I really don't get it. But hopefully, I mean, it's the Supreme Court is very Republican leaning. So they're very right leaning wing court. So it's not looking good, man. It's not looking good. The chances are, I hope they can represent the country and not think about their own thoughts on this situation. And
Well, to me, as a woman, and watching and paying attention to what's been going on in Texas, majority of these bills and laws that come up regarding abortion are drafted by men.
Usually, yeah. But
however, there are women who are in support of it.
Right. That's what I was going to say. We have women that support this stuff.
But at the same time, those women have the right to support that, just like women have the right to not support it because they think it's their own choice. Right. But at the same time, no man should be able to tell a woman what they can and cannot do with their bodies.
Yeah, it's pretty ridiculous, man. It's sad. It's ridiculous. I wish that we were focusing on other matters.
We've been fighting this since what, 1973?
It's been a long time. A long fight of Roe versus Wade. And ever since then, the conservatives have kept it going and kept going and kept going.
And it's always one of their main fighting points when they're running for office.
Yeah, other things don't matter. We have whole states that's dependent on aid. In Kentucky, we have county after county, people waiting for disability. And the only thing they do is wait for disability 1st and 15th. They think they're not on aid, but they are. You're on disability. There's no difference. And you are able in most cases. We have a whole cities and towns of people who just living off check to check, living off the government. Then they laugh at people on welfare. And most of the people that's on welfare are from these Republican same states. They have more Republican states are off on the government than any other state. They laugh at California because it's taxes and all this and all that, but your state can't even pay for itself. The rest of the states have to pay for you. Every Republican state is, when it comes to bringing in revenue, how much revenue is brought in, they are not in the top of the country. California is number one. They bring in more money than most countries.
Right.
But they always laughing at them, ha, ha, ha. But you can't even pay for yourself.
They laugh at how expensive California is. And
ridiculous. It's expensive because it's taxes.
Right.
You know, people got to pay that.
That's them Democratic Californians out there.
Right. And people want to be there. Who the fuck want to be in Kentucky?
Right.
No one. At all. I know I don't.
I've never even been to Kentucky.
Man, I've been through it. It's not worth stopping, I could tell you that. I wanted to also talk about in some hip-hop news, Compton rapper Slim 400 was shot and killed in Inglewood. He was 34 years old. The rapper Slim 400 was shot and killed Wednesday night in Inglewood in the Los Angeles Times confirmed. He was born in Germany and raised in Compton. The MC was known for songs such as Guapolo featuring YG and Pyru, featuring YG and Red Rum on 187. I hope I did that right. He had another song called Pyru featuring YG and Red Rum 187. Hours before the shooting, Slim 400 dropped a music video for his track Caviar Gold, a love letter to cannabis, which he promoted to his 247,000 followers on Instagram. The shooting occurred on the 8600 block of 7th Avenue at around 7:30 p.m. The Inglewood Police Department said Thursday authorities identified the victim as Vincent Coran, the real name of Slim 400. Officers patrolling the area found the wounded musician on the ground after hearing gunshots. Paramedics treated Slim 400 on site before the LA County Fire Department transported him to a local hospital for emergency traumatic care. Reportedly, Harbor UCLA Medical Center, where he was pronounced dead. Inglewood police are collecting evidence and pursuing witnesses for the ongoing investigation. But I guess it's a gang fight that's going on in the area. People thought that it could be about that because I guess the Bloods and Crips are fighting in that area. But to me, it's just another a rapper gunned down. What's that? The second one this year. Like I said, it's since 2010. I think it's been 30 rappers that has been killed. Not all big name, but small to big. It's been 55 rappers since the 90s, since like 89, 88, 89, that's been murdered, starting with Big L, Tupac, and it's some lower name rappers, but on and on and on, man. It goes on. These rappers are getting killed, and it's pretty sad, man, to see this being a reoccurring fact for us. And especially in the hip hop world, man, it's just sad. I just wish it was something different that was going on, and we could focus on something different and do something different, man. It's terrible. 54 rappers have been killed since the 90s.
But can we do something about guns?
Yeah, I mean,
that's the issue. It's the guns.
Can we blame just guns when country singers aren't shooting each other?
That's true.
But why do we have pop singers aren't doing this?
But here's the thing. In most of our music, guns are a big part of that community. So if
guns are a big part of America,
we didn't glorify them the way we do
with the music,
right?
I mean, that definitely doesn't help. I mean, there's a lot of circumstances, a lot of connotations between the glorifying the streets and also trying to say, hey, this is what's happening in the streets.
Right.
I felt as though in the 80s and 90s, it was trying to tell people what was going on because
right, and that's what I was just about to say. Like you had
30
the
years,
NWA and
30 years down the road,
right.
I think people pretty much know what's going on. I think we all know. We know what's going on.
There should be a different story. There should be different ways to tell the story you're trying to tell.
We're not
without glorifying.
I say it all the time, man. We're not changing the narrative. I mean, when we gonna get back to the Smokey Robinsons and the
right? That's what I'm talking about. Like
that's what they were doing in the 70s.
What popular R&B singer is there now?
Man, I don't know. It just is not as big.
Bryson Tiller.
Just not as big. You could speak.
I don't know. Oh, it's on. Okay. Chris Brown. I mean, yeah, he be going through stuff, with the Rihanna stuff.
But he's not R&B.
He's R&B.
Yeah.
But he tries to be but the problem is with him, bro, he tries to be a blood and shit too.
Right.
You know what I'm saying?
What about
he tries to
Jacquees?
Yeah, he
or White Osiris.
Yeah. Yeah, you're gonna know more because you come.
I'm younger. Yeah.
No, you come from the Midwest. We don't hear none of that shit out here anymore.
Nah.
Nothing. But yeah, man. I've heard a couple of Jacquees songs. He's okay. There's no huge.
There's no Smokey Robinsons. Marvin Gaye's.
It's definitely nothing like that.
What about Usher?
Usher definitely had his time, but he's from a different age.
He's a different era.
We talking about the
now era.
The young kids now. What are they doing?
Who are they listening to? They listening to what you got on your shirt, Gucci. Drake.
Yeah, Drake. I mean, I give it to Drake. He's different. He's doing something different. He's not just shoot 'em up, bang bang.
That's true. He's more
talking
clubby.
About his lady and chilling. He has a couple things where he talk about some crazy stuff, but it's mostly chilling. So it's not a situation where you have to talk about Drake shooting up people and things like that. He takes care of business.
Yeah. On
that aspect, and he's more of a ladies' man. You know what I mean? And I wish more cats were doing stuff like that instead of what they're fucking doing right now, man. Like I said, 55 rappers since the 90s has been killed.
Yeah, that is.
I mean, we're doing something wrong, man.
Definitely.
That's too many. We're supposed to be making it in the music business to escape this shit. It's you try to go to your neighborhood, you get smoked.
Right, and you said 55 since the 90s.
Right, since 1988 and 89.
So in 30 years, 55 people have been murdered.
That's either made something relevant or to be known
for rap.
And the 55.
That's what killed. Almost 2 people a year for the last 30 years.
Pretty much. And like I said, since the 2000s, 2010, it's been 30. So the internet age, it seems like it's been a little rough, been a little worse, because you got these guys, they're flashing their money online. You know what I mean? They know where you're at. They know where you go to. You posting it where you going.
Yeah.
It was a little bit
being too flashy.
It used to be a little bit more secretive
on how
to get these people. Now you online, you posting it, you showing where you going, where you at every week, and people know. They're watching you. They hate your guts, but they're watching every move you make, which is crazy. That's how it's going down nowadays. It's sad, man, and I hate to see these for these young kids. I love music, and I want to hear good music. I love hip hop, man, but if we needs to change things to make lives last longer, then that I'm willing to take that sacrifice.
And to me, we don't have to hear seems like bang, bang. It seems like majority of the men, that's what's in their music, but right. The women's music,
it's more sexual,
right?
But sex is
sex sells.
I'd rather have sex in the songs
than talking about
shoot 'em up, bang bang,
right.
Kill 'em. Because I mean, for real, man, I can't, the killing, the guns. It's a new gun every year. Oh, what gun we gonna say in our rap? I mean, like I said, the dude talking about the blueberry Fago, then he talking about Draco. Like, what?
Right.
Like, why? Why do we have to be so submerged in the violence? I understand it sounds cool, it looks cool, but we have to get away from the violence, man. It's doing too much. It's killing too much killing, man. Another person gunned down who was talented, took his chances and gambled on his life and took a chance to be able to make it in hip hop, and he gets gunned down.
Unfortunately.
And like I was talking about this week on my page, man. You make it 10 years in this shit, and you still haven't made it, and you're still alive. I would move on. That's me. Because dog, it's hard out here, man. They trying to kill you. And then you have to be flashy out here with this music. Now, especially nowadays in the internet age.
Right.
You're not gonna make it being sitting in the house, not doing a whole lot. You know what I mean? Nowadays, that's how it is. You gotta
be out at every show, every event.
That's why the guys who make it are these guys who flashing everywhere. They flashing big dollars. They flashing their cars. You know what I mean? Their house where they live. And then they coming for you. So it's a roll of the dice. You know what I mean? It's something you gotta you take the chance and see. I don't know, bro. Is it worth it anymore? Is the question.
Right.
In sports last night, the Suns beat the Celtics 111-90. The Lakers beat the Thunder 116-95. Some other interesting scores. We got the Cavaliers beat the Timberwolves. That was a good game. Today, I think tomorrow. Who do we play? Who do the Cardinals play you this week?
I think the Cardinals are playing Las Vegas this week.
You think so?
Yeah, I think they're playing the Raiders. Let me check my fantasy. And I can tell you.
No, they got the Rams. They got the Rams game.
Oh, okay.
So yeah, that's a big game. That they have a home game here. So hopefully, they was able to trash the Rams last time. The Rams they're gonna want some revenge for that ass whooping they got last time.
Yeah, that's gonna be a good Monday night game to watch.
But if we win, we could pretty much lock up the division and get it locked up
and be in the playoffs.
Yeah, we pretty much playoff bound. The only thing they got to win is a couple more games. But if you lock up that division with this win, they got a couple more. The Colts game will be tough. The Cowboys game. The Lions, they should be able to walk that through, but sometimes we play down to the competition. Hopefully, we can come through, man. We got 5 more games. Hopefully, we can get at least 3 out of this 5 and go into the playoffs solid. We got some tough teams. Green Bay gonna be in the playoffs. You got Tampa Bay, so I get the Cardinals a good chance, but let's go. You know what I'm saying? I think they can do it this year, man. I think they can do it. I like to see them do something, man.
I think if the Cardinals keep playing the way that they are, they'll have a chance at the Super Bowl.
Yeah, I think so. I think it matters the matchup. It is going to be tough because you're gonna, if you can get your home games, if you can get that bye. That's always a plus. So if they can win a few more games, they can probably lock up a bye, lock up the division, and get a chance to go get representing the Super Bowl. The Cardinals have never, ever, ever, ever won a Super Bowl.
That's sad.
Yeah, I mean sometimes it's the Cardinals never. They're one of the teams that's moved a lot. You know what I mean? They've moved. Chicago, St. Louis, Arizona, they've
like
moved.
Stepchild everywhere they went.
I mean, you gotta build something and make a foundation. You can't just up and leave every time everything get tough.
That's what I'm saying.
And it seems like that's what they do, and you can't build like that. That's not
right.
You know what I mean, so that's why the Cardinals never see success. the Suns, with the big win versus the Celtics. Hopefully we can keep this going. I mean, it was a pretty big game. We didn't have Aiden or Booker out there, and they still took care of business. Shamet and McGee stepped up. McGee out there hitting threes. You know what I'm saying? The Suns are playing well, man. I like what they're doing. I think we're going to see a good playoff push. I'm thinking at least the Western Conference Finals again. I mean, it's going to be tough, but we got Golden State as the biggest competition right now.
Definitely.
The Lakers,
but we did beat Golden State the time we played them, though.
You know what I'm saying? This thing's going to get different in a couple months. And then you got they're going to have Clay coming back, Wiseman, so we're going to have to get a little better, get some more reps in, you know what I mean? Stay consistent and get the defense up to par. Hopefully we can keep everything going, man, because I like what we're doing, man. The team is pretty good. So I think we could do it this year. You know what I'm saying? We got a couple more years with Chris Paul, so we got to make sure we push through and do everything we need to.
That before Chris Paul decides his contract ends with us, I think we'll get a championship with him. At least one out of his next couple years.
If they don't get it this year, it's gonna be tough. And it's still gonna be tough this year because you got the Bucks still out there in the East, and you still have New Jersey. If Kyrie ever decides to come back,
because the Suns ain't never won a championship, have they?
No, Arizona has never won shit except in baseball. I'm sorry,
Diamondbacks, yeah.
2001, Diamondbacks won the championship. Broke the hearts of the New York Yankees fans after they was 9/11.
Right.
So, but they bought that championship, and the team has been pretty much since then. But hopefully,
yeah, because Diamondbacks ain't been back in the playoffs.
They have since then. They have a couple times, I believe so. We can't.
They didn't make it last year.
No, they haven't been good the last few years. But the hockey team had to pay their bills.
Coyotes.
Yeah, they almost got evicted. They didn't pay their bills, so they ended up paying. You know what I'm saying? I guess they hit them with that 5-day notice, and they
they said, "Oh shit,
yeah,
we got to pay that."
They ended up paying, so I guess they're gonna be there for a while. But I don't understand that team, bro. I get confused on them. I don't know if. I guess the dedication to hockey probably isn't here that much. I don't know how their ratings are, but it's probably not that great. I would expect.
I mean, it's hockey in the desert.
Right.
All you can really say about that. It's hockey in the desert.
But it's a whole bunch of transplants here too.
That is true.
So you would think, since there's a whole bunch of transplants, that we would have people from other places.
More people would be more interested in.
Right, that would go to the games. But hockey, I don't know, man. I you know what I mean? I can't get into it. But
I mean, you probably have, more, not to, but I think more people would probably go to a Mercury game before they went to a Coyotes game.
I don't know. Both of them, the Mercury, they should get better ratings than they do. They're a very good team. They're always in the championships. They just lost this year. Dana Taurasi is excellent. She's always leading them. They know they have several rings, so they're a very good team, man. It's just more women's gonna have to start paying attention to the games. More people are gonna have to start paying attention to the game. Hopefully, women's basketball keeps growing and building. But this year they've really given it a good push, and I think they're doing much better at advertising and getting the players out there, because that's what's going to grow the
fan base.
The base, right? Is to get the people out there, for people to get to know these people and see these women, these ladies, and check them out and put them in different things and magazines and model situations, and that's the way they're going to grow. It's just to let them spread their wings and let the women do other things in other talented ways. Once basketball is a good revenue source for them, they can just focus on those things. When the off season, They can do other things instead of having to go to Europe and play.
Continue to play all
because
year long.
That's what they usually have to do because they don't make enough money over here. You know, I wish the best for them, and I'm saying I hope the fan base grows, and I hope the marketing continues to be great because that's what it's going to be. It's going to take players, and it's going to take marketing to grow this league, for the league to grow leaps and bounds, and for them to be a great league like they should be. You know what I'm saying? I think they should be awesome, but it's hard for them being in the shadows of the NBA and everything else. But college basketball does pretty well. They have to figure out how to connect themselves better to college basketball.
That's what I was going to say.
And those markets, and try to connect those players a little better. But you know, that's easier said than done. But what do you have today for the Hollywood hotness?
So today in Hollywood hotness, I am your host, Aisha, and we'll be discussing Easter eggs from Hawkeye's episode 4 this week. So, fair warning, there will be spoilers ahead. We'll also be discussing Josh Duggar and the Duggar family's drama. First off, I know that this is going to sound like a wild Marvel fan detail, but I wanted to let you guys know that I couldn't pass this one up. When I saw the patterns on the mugs in episode 4 of Hawkeye, they had hexagons on them, which, if you were paying attention, that was the same shape that you would find in the hex from WandaVision. Also, Eleanor, when she walked Clint out of the apartment, when he did a day visit with Kate, when she walked him out, you could see that all in the umbrella holder next to the elevator, there were swords. I honestly missed it the first time I saw it because I thought that they were just umbrellas that just had different handles on them. But if you are paying attention, it's just a nod to Jack's sword obsession and his counterpart, Swordsman, in the comic book. Right. Swordsman, yeah. So Jack Duquesne is Swordsman. I think it's the beard that, yeah.
You say sword or a sword?
Sword. Swordsman.
Sword.
Oh yeah, you just go crack on me like that.
I'm just saying it's sword, G.
It's sword.
No, you don't say the W for real.
For real, you don't?
No. I'm not just fucking with you. You really don't say it.
Well, I've been saying the word wrong my whole life then, because I've always said it.
Yeah.
My bad. You could have corrected me earlier this morning.
I didn't. You know.
Wasn't paying no attention. I get it. So also in episode 1, Clint was drinking out of a there was a Thanos was right in the bathroom stall.
The mug, right?
Yeah. And in episode 4, the mug had the same saying, Thanos was right.
I'm starting to think Hawkeye really thinks Thanos is right.
I thought that too. I was like, he really must be. He sees this shit a lot, so he really must think that.
He's drinking out of the cup. He chose to drink out that cup.
Right.
He put the shit in the cup.
But that's a popular phrase for the post blip world, though. So I mean,
a lot of people agree with what Thanos was saying, and a lot of people today who watch the movies agree that but
right?
How can we wipe out half the motherfuckers? You know what I'm saying? And we do, because you imagine the amount of conspiracies be going on.
Exactly. That's what I was going to say. The police officer and the Lapeer that retrieved Clint and Kate's trick arrows, her name was Winnie Connard. In the comics, Wendy goes by Bombshell, which is what's written on the bag that they use to collect all the trick arrows.
They made sure that was said.
Yeah, she made sure she had to say that,
So I knew that was relevant.
Yeah.
Some type way.
Also, in the Hollywood hot topic seat this week, we have the Duggar family. And the Duggars, they were relevant back in 2008 through early 15, when 19 Kids and Counting was around. and they just kept having kids, and then it's, they got a spinoff with the kids kept going and having kids and things like that. But this time it's Josh Duggar. He's been found guilty on both charges of receipt of child pornography and also guilty of possession of child pornography. He faces 20 years in prison and fines up to $250,000 for each count.
Yeah. That's
one of the sisters came out and said, this has been very hard for us, and they were thankful that the process was over. However, the process is not over for them, because the eldest sister, Jana Duggar, has now been charged with endangering the welfare of a minor in Arkansas.
Wow.
According to the court documents that were filed in Washington County District, she was cited with a misdemeanor on September 9th, and her attorney entered a not guilty plea on her behalf in September, on September 23rd. She's due in court on January 10th, 2022, for her child endangerment or endangering the welfare of a minor. I just think that with these two cases, how many of the other Duggar family members have some sort of legal drama going on that's not been disclosed?
We can't assume that, but it's definitely a coincidence. They have some things going on. Dude is sick, and luckily he was caught and is going to be put behind bars. We have a lot of these perverts out here.
Do we really know that he's going to serve jail time? He faces 20 years, but do we know he's really going to do any of that?
No, we don't know shit until the gavel hits and they say for sure. But what he's facing is 20 years, and hopefully he gets good time, and he goes away. He's gonna have a hard prison sentence because they don't play with those type people in jail, man. I feel sorry.
They probably got him in a
protective services.
Yeah, protective services.
I don't know. They might. He's I guess high class, but he's not really that known. I wouldn't know him if I saw him. But he definitely I hope he gets the whole consent of the 20 years.
I do too.
They need to stop playing with this, man. It's a lot of things that they play with, and this is one that they let a lot of people get away with, and it's really sickening. This should be definitely mandatory time that you should get if you peddle in this shit, man.
Right. Child porn, you receiving child porn.
Right. Yeah, you should definitely.
It should be an automatic
25 life. That's nasty. That's just disgusting.
Definitely.
But
I agree.
Also in Hollywood, the Monkees' Michael Nesmith, a supremely gifted and innovative songwriter, passed away this week. I'm old enough to remember the Monkees TV show where the guys used to running around on the beach. You probably too young.
Yeah.
Yeah, it was.
I saw that article, but I just didn't know who that was.
It was when I was really young, so it's a long time ago when the Monkees was on TV, and they were pretty much a band that talked and did all type things like that. But it's sad to see that he passed away. We have any other big stories?
No, not really. I didn't really see any other things that,
Oh, we do have this. A tornado destroys a Edwardsville Amazon facility. And Edwardsville is where I went to high school. I saw people talking about this online before I went on. They were saying
I saw the tornado went through Arkansas too last night.
Yeah. We've had tornadoes touch down in the St. Louis area before, but I don't remember too many times where they touching down in Edwardsville. But this one touched down at an Amazon facility. Um, and I don't know for sure how many people. Did it say how many people were inside?
I think they said it was about 100 to 150 people inside at the time, and I think so far, as of my last update that I saw, 2 people had been killed.
Mm.
2 people had
Yeah,
died.
that's really sad, man. Um, hopefully that everybody else comes out okay, man. It's sad news. Yeah, they said 2 people died after severe weather struck in the facility. The police chief, Mike Fieldback, told reporters Saturday morning the roof of the building was ripped off and a wall about the length of a football field collapsed. 2 people at the facility were taken by helicopter to a hospital in St. Louis for treatment. The chief did not know which hospitals they were taken to. Like I said, Edwardsville is about 25 miles out of St. Louis. It's a suburb of St. Louis. Um, so that's just really sad. They wasn't immediately clear whether the damage was caused by straight line storms or a tornado, but the weather service near St. Louis reported a radar confirmed tornado had hit the area in Edwardsville. So about 30 people who were in the building were taken by bus to the police station in nearby Pontoon Beach for evaluation. So I guess it's in close to Pontoon. It must be off the 159. Early Saturday, rescue crews were still sorting through the rubble. Said the process could take several more hours. Cranes and backhoes were brought in to help move the debris. The Belleville News Democrat reported that the Amazon fulfillment center in Edwardsville opened with 2 warehouses in 2016 with 1.5 million square feet of space. The warehouses are used to store items until they are shipped to mail order customers. The safety and well-being of our employees and partners is our top priority right now. Amazon spokesperson Richard Rocha said in a written statement Friday night. We're assessing the situation and we'll share additional information when it's available. Workers at the National Weather Service office had to take shelter as a tornado passed near their office in Weldon Spring, Missouri, also about 30 miles west of St. Louis. One person died and 2 others were injured in the building collapse near the towns of Defiance and New Mill, both just a few miles from the Weather Service office. So it's been crazy weather coming through the Midwest and the South area, and it's kind of crazy, man. Be careful out there. Take shelter. You know what I mean? Try to stay out the way, man. That's
Definitely.
crazy.
I mean, yeah, it's definitely that I can vividly remember as a kid,
Mm-hmm.
like I had a dream about a tornado, like me standing right there, like a tornado just dropping down right in front of me.
Right. A dream.
A dream.
Oh,
But
God.
I've never like experienced being in a like even a tornado warning or anything like that. Like
You haven't been there. I mean, I think as a kid I remember one, but I've never been in one.
I remember hearing on the news that they said a tornado came through or whatever, but
Nah, I've never been in one myself, man. I'm happy for that. Well, we get the high boobs here, big dust storms, big cloud of dust. That's about the most we get. I think we got hail one time.
yeah, we got hell a couple of times.
That messed up
But
the
that
cars.
one year,
Yeah, but
it cost them that hell cost millions of dollars in damage too.
yeah, it
The
fucked
insurance
up a lot of
company
people.
just had to pay
A
a lot of
lot of
money.
people cars was messed up. They were selling cars for cheap. You can go get the cars because they had the little dents in
Dents
it.
in
They
them,
were
yeah.
like, man, come get this shit, man. But yeah, that's
They were
sad.
selling them for like a couple of grand.
Yeah, yeah. That's sad though. You know what I mean? And hopefully they can rebuild. I mean, it's a lot of jobs that they're employing out there. Amazon's taking over everything. I didn't even know they had one out there, but that's pretty dope. It's pretty cool. Pretty good job for people to have.
Definitely.
Decent job. I don't know. I know the pay is kind of
Yeah.
the bullshit with the warehouses. They've been having issues.
Yeah,
with the
that's
pay.
true. But Costco is they're gonna start battling with Amazon now.
What do you mean?
They're gonna start they're giving more perks to the members online. If you buy certain things online, you get bigger discounts.
Yeah, man. That's that.
And they're partnering with a lot more companies to be able to do that.
Right. I hope that they are able to give them some competition, man, because Amazon needs competition. They are killing everyone.
Yeah, definitely. Especially if Costco is able to get as many retailers under their belt that Amazon has.
Yep.
And only still charge their $60 for their membership fee compared to Amazon's $120 a year.
Right.
I mean, you know.
I want to say what's up to the homie David Burns. Yeah, man, we're trying to keep you informed today, man. I like that you always on the show, man, and we really appreciate you, bro. We want to make sure we give you applause, bro, because you are our biggest fan. And you was a fan on the Daniel and Peter podcast also, man. We're gonna set it up for you for we can let you call in and everything and talk next time, bro. But we really respect you and appreciate you as a fan. Because we need more of you, David Burns out there. That's our dude. But yeah, man. Hopefully, you know what I mean. We can figure some things out in this world, and we're gonna be here to inform you if anything changed. Like always. Do you have any other stories you want to go over?
I mean, you know, in Hollywood, things change a lot. This week, I saw that Kim Kardashian filed to legally be single.
Right.
As well as to legally drop the West last name. Kanye has filed to legally change his name from Kanye to Ye.
Yeah, that's what he's on. And this is the reason why he was divorced.
Exactly.
Because he spent too much time thinking about himself and looking about himself and being about himself and not taking any time to be about his family.
And I truly hope that Kim Kardashian has learned her lesson with this marriage.
She hasn't. I ain't taking none of that. She's crazy too. He shouldn't have never married in the first place, in my opinion. But you know,
do you think Pete Davidson gonna be that dumb?
I don't really care. I ain't gonna even lie. But if that's on him, that's on him, bro. I mean, if she hasn't had one relationship that lasts. She's going to be J-Lo.
She's already down that road.
Yeah. Gonna be 50, switching dudes every other week. So, whatever. It's not my thing, man, to even get into it occur. You know, but you know what I mean? Kanye made a lot of bad decisions the last few years. You know, he has a good family. You can't take that away from his kids and his family. You know what I'm saying? That's, hey, do your thing, but you know, you can't take it back. But hey, man, you probably forced this relationship in the first place. Your love for her, infatuation for her in the first place.
I think he did.
You know what I mean? You probably should have looked at her history and was able to calculate that this wasn't gonna work out. I mean, you tried hard, but it's really hard with this type woman, man. Fame.
And she should have thought about that too before she even.
I don't think she cares. I think she might be infatuated with falling in love or the idea of. That's just my idea. You know, just my take. You know, I could be 100% wrong. I don't know these fucking people. You know what I mean?
But I mean, how many times does it take you to get married and to fail, to realize that
you're not that good at it?
Right.
Or you suck? Or that you're not willing to take the sacrifices that it is to take to stay with one person?
Right.
That you're too selfish to look at yourself, to be
and
able
evaluate
to say, hey,
yourself.
Something is going on with me. Maybe I need to do things differently, to treat people differently. I keep running men away. What am I doing wrong? No, she isn't going to take that. She's going to keep blaming the men and saying it's their fault. And that's the way she's going to go until she finds the man that she thinks is going to stay perfect. Relationships change, people change, situations change. You have to change with it and be versatile with your relationship, or it's not gonna last.
Just like you are flexible with your daily work life, you must
Job,
be flexible with
whatever.
any relationship.
Whatever
you
problems
have.
come to you, you have to be flexible with that issue and be able to make things work if you want things to work. But she seems to me she's more about the optics of how things are going to be instead of trying to fight through the hard times. She's worried about the optics of how people think. He did some crazy shit, fucking with Trump and doing dumb shit, trying to run for president. I know she probably was embarrassed. I probably would have been fucking embarrassed.
Yeah, I think that's probably the straw that made her think like, okay,
I'm done.
I'm not going to go down this road. I don't want to do that. And you're not going to drag me. You're not going to force me to go there. So,
I mean, he's a
I'm
talented guy. And you have to just sometimes separate talent from personal problems and issues that they have. But I really used to respect Kanye, but I'm not really a big fan anymore. I know others are. I didn't even listen to the Donda album. I'm not gonna lie. I need to take 1 second because I'm just done. You know what I mean? To me, it's just too much. I don't even want to feed into anything that he has going on. You know what I mean?
Right.
I'm just done. I wish our artists just focus. They're so selfish, all of them. And I mean, we don't have any artists like we had the Marvin Gayes that used to stand up and ask what's going on.
Right.
They used to come around,
and that's why his music is so popular now, man. Because the music speaks.
We're going through issues, and we're going through marching, and we're rioting, and we're right. What music do we have to go to?
Marvin Gaye
music, Tupac music from the 90s, the 80s, the 70s, the 60s.
Right.
Because nobody now gives a fuck enough
to make music.
They don't care, man. It's
like
all about them. It's all about Instagram likes. That's what it's about.
Definitely, so, I agree.
We've lost connection to our music, the soul connection. Everybody just want to talk about Dracos and guns. So.
I definitely agree with you there. So
yeah, I agree with you, David. Kanye head is humongous. He's got ego issues, man. And the album probably did suck.
His head reminds me of that one episode on South Park.
What?
When Mr. Garrison got the big head and his head just blew up like a balloon.
Yeah, man. I mean, he's always been egotistical, but
definitely
some people think that shit's cool to be egotistical.
Right.
You know what I mean? It's cool. I'm gonna be an egomaniac, and people gonna like me for it.
Yeah.
I don't get it.
It doesn't always work that way.
No, I don't understand it, but whatever. I didn't really want to spend that much time talking about that chump, but hey, man, we.
Do you let's just say, do you got a few minutes to spare for me to take the final exam?
Yeah, let's do it.
All right. Let's do it.
I can do it. The final exam.
Final exam.
I guess couldn't make it. He said he'd try to come in next week. He said his brunch ran over late, so it's all good.
That's cool.
We'll try to get him in next time.
That's cool. What popular Mexican fast food chain was purchased by Denny's restaurant in 1983?
God dang. A popular
Mexican fast food chain.
I can't even think of none. Taco Bell.
You are incorrect. The answer is El Pollo Loco.
Ah, man, I was going to say that too.
Hey, didn't Ashton just tell you last week, don't second guess yourself?
Damn. Nah, you know what? I was going to say Del Taco. That's what I was going to say. You know?
See?
All right, whatever. I didn't know that. That's why I ain't going to say that.
Other than water, what is the most consumed beverage
in the world?
It just says
in the U.S.
Other than water, what is the most consumed beverage?
Wine.
No, it is not wine.
Tea. My bad.
It is tea.
I thought it was.
Hey, William,
my
if you know the
bad.
answer, jump in. I mean, the more the merrier that
I gotta
play,
go on a
right?
run now. I can't believe I said wine. Whatever. I'm over here drinking some. That's probably why. That's the only thing I could think about. All right, let's do it.
All right. In Florida, only on Sundays, it is illegal for a single woman to do what?
On Sundays in Florida. Buy crack alone?
Well, I mean, we know that's not that. No. That would be skydive. A single woman cannot skydive on Sundays in Florida.
If any women in Florida are listening, which I doubt you are, I want you to go ahead and test that theory. Jump out the plane. See if they arrest you. You know what I'm saying? Call us up and let us know.
sing in a swimsuit.
Yeah, you know what I'm saying?
Because, I mean, that's the...
Test these stupid-ass laws, because I know the police officers do not... You looking through the book like, is that... no way did anybody remember this shit.
Right.
So please test these laws for me and give me a call at, what is it? 602-529-2827.
2728.
Oh, my bad. It's that too. Yeah. Give us a call and tell us if they arrest you. If they did, my bad. I ain't got any money to bail you out and no shit like that.
Right.
But it's going to be funny.
It's going to be highly funny.
Yeah, man. It'd be hilarious if you get arrested for skydiving on a Sunday because you...
A single woman.
Right. What if you're a transformer?
No.
What if you used to be a woman?
Does the law still apply?
Right.
That is a good question.
Go. I don't know.
All right. So the first hockey pucks
Oh, shit.
used in early outdoor hockey games were made of what?
Coal.
You said that with the most confidence.
I'm not gonna lie. I thought coal too. First day, so.
You're both wrong. The answer is frozen cow dung. Your face.
Yeah, we should have went with the coal, man. I ain't playing. We playing with a frozen piece of shit.
A frozen piece of cow shit.
Man. Mr. Hinky would not be appreciative of that.
At all.
No. Damn, man.
Ugh.
A frozen piece of shit. Imagine
Yes.
getting hit in the face with that, dog.
I-
I'm taking my shit and going home, man.
Right.
You hit me in the face. Damn, dog. What's the last question, man? This is insane. I don't know where you get this shit from.
All right.
Let's go.
Which popular holiday plant is
Mistletoe.
known to be an aphrodisiac?
Oh, shit. It's not mistletoe? You can't eat that shit, though.
It is mistletoe.
Oh. You can eat mistletoe? You must have to drink it or something.
Like a tea or something.
Yeah,
Tea.
like a tea, yeah.
The berries, the mint off the leaf.
Nobody do that shit anymore, man. You try to kiss a woman under the mistletoe, you might catch a case. Nowadays.
Hey, I mean, she might sexual harassment.
Right, it's Me Too era. You can't do that shit no more, man.
Hey, we're under the mistletoe, so
Right. Go to jail. He said he was under the mistletoe. I want to say but one thing before we go. DeAndre Jordan is out of the rotation for the Lakers. I'm gonna laugh at that because we told you motherfuckers beforehand that dude was washed up. Only thing he ever could do was jump. You know what I'm saying? So if you can't jump no more, it's over. The Lakers, man, like Charles Barkley said, they're a whole bunch of old washed up cats, man. I don't see if they make it out the first round, Oh man, I'm gonna be mad. For real. I want to see him lose. All Lakers lost. That's all we want. That's what we going for. But hey, that's it for this week. Hopefully we can catch up with Shad next week. He said his brunch went over. Work comes before play, so that hey, we understand that.
Definitely.
We catch up with him next week. It's cool. But until next time, thanks for watching and peace.
Holla holla.